Hello everyone and welcome to the Game Shed with me, Mark, and today I'm doing another vlog. It is Saturday. 2 weeks ago I released my first vlog and I'm back. As I said, bi-weekly, that is today, Saturday. So what's been going on in the past 2 weeks? It's been E3, it's been absolutely mental. There's so many games that have been announced and I would love to talk about them all, but that would take me about 6 hours. So instead, I figured I'd update you on what's going on with us. I'd show you a couple of things that I've picked up, and then I will progress from there to talk about a couple of my key moments from E3. So first things first, a few things I've picked up. First thing, indeed, is one of these. It's an Ava Media LGX Live Gamer Extreme capture card, and the reason I bought this, pure and simple, is because my Hopog Rocket was playing up. It wasn't great footage and I couldn't do live streaming from my PS4 or Wii U to my PC. Now what this enables is the fact that it's very low latency streaming from your console to your PC. That helps a lot when it comes to making videos, when it comes to streaming, when it comes to all this stuff, because I can literally just sit at my desk and make those videos. It's so much easier, my god, so much easier than sitting on my sofa and doing it that way. This way I can have the microphone in front of me on the desk, I can sit, I can relax in my chair. Oh, I forgot to mention, I've moved the chair so that I can sit here and talk to you while sitting in the chair and actually being comfortable. Anyway, that is why I bought it. It is friggin' awesome. I've just recorded a video of Sherlock Holmes, The Devil's Daughter, using it, and I did it at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Played it while sitting at my desk, which was awesome, so much easier, and it looks amazing. The quality of it's fantastic, so that's why I bought that. That's very important. Jamie has exactly the same one. You may recall that I think it was in his vlog he showed it actually, and he showed that he'd got a TGS picture in there with our faces on. So that's my next mission, is to do that as well. So that's that. The second thing, you may have noticed that the audio quality of this recording is a hell of a lot better. The reason being is that I bought a Rode mic. Now obviously this box is empty. That's because it's on the camera. So the quality of it's so much better. It's so much easier for me to record good videos without having to edit the audio afterwards. It was rubbish basically before. So now I think I need to replace my Snowball, which is what I'm using while making the first 15 videos and things like my Prison Architect series and stuff like that. So I need to replace that because the quality of it is actually pretty crap. I don't know why. So actually, I'm going to hand this out to you guys and say, if any of you got a blue Snowball, you know, the round white one, is the quality crap for you as well? Because listen back for a few of my previous videos, I've had to do a bit of editing on the old audio, and I've had it pointed out to me that it sounds a bit rubbish. So I'd love to hear your view on that. Tell me if you've noticed that. So that is the Rode mic, and it is friggin' awesome. It sits on top of my SLR and it works beautifully. What else have I picked up? I have grabbed some more of these Super Mario blind bags. Actually, this one I can actually open while we're here, just for your benefit. And it is Yoshi! Woohoo! Look at that. So being a massive Nintendo fanboy, these are brilliant, and these actually are Kinects, as I've said before when I showed you the Bowser one. So that's Yoshi. He can go up there right next to Bender. Brilliant. Okay, so the last thing I've got, which actually I just got sent through the post today, is very interesting. It is a new Genesis game created by the guys at 8-Bit Evolution, and basically it's made in aid of the Children's Miracle Network. So it's a charity thing and it's for a great cause. Absolutely fantastic. And what they've done is they've made a new Genesis / Mega Drive game and sent it to me. They've got loads of these. If you look on their website, they've got a whole bunch of games. This one is Germ Squashers. Haven't actually played it yet. I have no idea if it's any good or not, but I will do a video of this and I will show it. as per what it is. I have no idea, but the guys over there, and they're actually in the States, they've sent this to me, and I'm really happy with that. Look, it's even got an awesome little manual. See that? Genesis, germ squashers, and more. So what I'll do, I'll create a separate video for this, and I'll show you the box and the manual and everything in a bit more detail, close up. So in case you're interested, that's what that is. I mean, that's a brilliant idea, making new old games, new retro games. And it says on the back, children's hospital have been invaded by nasty bacteria and viruses, and the doctors need your help to clean things up. So there's a whole load more to it. I will go into some more detail in a separate video. But that is Germ Squashers. Thank you so much, 8-Bit Evolution. So that's all the things I've picked up recently. I haven't really been that eager to pick up any new games. I've been playing Overwatch, I've been playing a bit of Star Fox, I've been playing a few other bits and pieces. Yeah, so I haven't really been on a buying game spree. I've kind of been on more of a enabling me to make better videos spree. So couple of things I wanted to talk about. First thing, I have had some feedback recently from there's a forum that I'm joined to, and a lot of people say, oh, drop us your channel and we'll give you some feedback. And I thought that was an awesome thing to do, because these guys really go out of their way to, there's a motorbike, it's very loud. These guys really go out of their way to look at your channel, look at your content, look at your branding, all this kind of stuff, and really give you feedback, because I think the problem is, when you've been doing this a long time, a lot of bits of your channel become a little bit stale, and you don't even think about it while you're doing it. So you have the same intro for a very long time, you have the same intro music for a very long time, you have the same descriptions in videos, you have all this kind of stuff, all the branding, the headers and everything. Generally we do it once or twice and we'll keep it as people with YouTube channels. So going on this site and this forum and them giving us feedback is fantastic. It really helps you sort of rejuvenate your thoughts around the channel. So a few of the things that got picked up, firstly was around the branding. We're kind of going to work a bit on the branding to make sure that everything is the same across the board. So we're talking all our different avenues of social media and all that kind of stuff. We have done that, but I think we want to improve on that and make it slightly fresher. So there's things we're going to do around there. The second thing we're going to do is around thumbnails. We're going to try and standardise the look of our thumbnails. I think me and Jamie have kind of been doing our own thing with thumbnails, and it kind of doesn't really help when it comes to people looking through timelines and then seeing one of our videos and might not necessarily recognise it straight away as one of our videos. So that's a nice thing we need to do, standardise our thumbnails a little bit. And then the last thing was around my audio quality in particular. I think it's very clear that my mic is not up to scratch. I think I can do better with it. So I'm going to look around and see what I can see. If you've got any suggestions as per good microphones to use, then let me know. I think I need something with a pop shield possibly, because I haven't got that. I've just literally got the Blue Snowball and I use that for everything aside from sitting here talking to the camera. So that's that. I think, guys, honestly, if you watch our videos and if you watch our content and you enjoy it, we really appreciate your feedback and really appreciate your comments. But if you feel you've got some good suggestions around our, like I said, branding, video content, things like our release schedules and stuff like that, do you think that a release schedule would be a good idea? We kind of do things a bit piecemeal. We do things here, there and everywhere, where we get the time really. But I suppose we could be making videos in advance and doing scheduled videos. I think that there's a lot in there that we can think about, and it would be amazing if you guys could comment back and give us feedback on that and help us out with that. We really want to open it up to you guys to give suggestions, to give us ideas. The last thing around our channel is looking into the idea of streaming on Twitch instead of streaming on YouTube. Now, I know a lot of people have said this to us in the past, but what's happened with our channel is we've ended up with a lot of archived YouTube streams, and they kind of just sit there. They don't get a huge amount of views after the fact. So Jamie's done amazingly with his streams and he gets lots of views on them. But after they've done, generally I don't think that many people watch archive footage unless it's sort of a best of. So I think the best thing we could do is start either streaming full time on Twitch and letting you guys know via YouTube and via Twitter that we're going live, and maybe have some kind of schedule as much as we can. Or alternatively, we do the streaming on YouTube, but then just don't put up the archive footage. That's the other option, just leave that as private. Maybe only put a few as public, so maybe one per game series, if that makes sense. So it kind of gives people a look into what's going on, but also at the same time we're not flooding the channel with loads of content that's all very similar. I think Twitch is probably a better place for it, but give us your suggestions around that. Let us know. It's a bit of a difficult one, but I think it would make the content on the channel a lot better. As in, like, YouTube is a different beast to Twitch, and streaming is great on YouTube, but they've not really thought about the archiving process. It almost feels like they need a separate section to your channel in order to do that archiving process. So hopefully YouTube will do something at some stage, but for the time being, I think we're going to go down one of these avenues in order to tidy up the channel. So give us your suggestions, let us know. Very simple. I must admit, I'm really enjoying doing this vlog. Jamie is currently on his honeymoon, so he will not very likely be pitching in with a part 2.5, unless he's going to do it from a mountaintop somewhere. Maybe, you never know, because if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see he's posted up a couple of pictures from his honeymoon, and it looks absolutely astonishing, the views he's got. So check us out on Twitter and you will get to see some of that. I've been looking into the idea of doing other live streams, other types of live streams. So whether it's Facebook live streams or Twitter live streams. I can't remember the app that you use for the Twitter live streams, but that's a possibility. I was thinking we could do something around when we go to expos. Not that we've been to any this year, because we've been rubbish, but we are definitely going to EGX for starters, and possibly one or two more. Now, if we were live streaming from one of those events, would that interest you? Is that something you'd watch? So I'm really interested in that avenue. I think it could be a really good little thing to do. It could show off what the hell we're doing at those expos, and we can just kind of have a live view of it, maybe stream for half an hour or something like that, to walk around the venue. For those of you that can't get to these things, you might get to see it in that sense. So let us know. That's something I've been kind of looking into, and I'd really love your feedback on that. The final thing I want to talk about is E3. There's been so many big announcements, so many games have been announced, and there's a few that really massively interest me, and I cannot wait to play them. First is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Which looks absolutely stunning. It looks an absolute beauty, and I'm so looking forward to playing that. When the NX comes out, I will buy it no matter what. So you can look forward to seeing that on the channel. For those of you that are not sure, I will buy it. Legend of Zelda looks gorgeous, so I will definitely be getting that. I think I will get it on the Wii U. But let me know your thoughts on the trailers and what you've seen of the gameplay so far. It looks lovely. God of War looks amazing. Oh my god, that trailer was just too much.
Feed us.
The initial gameplay, I think it's like the first 10 minutes of gameplay, was crazy. So much in there, so much good stuff, and the graphics look amazing. Storyline looks like it's building. There's a lot to see in that. You've got Death Stranding as well, which is Hideo Kojima's new game, and a very, very odd trailer. Oh my god, what the hell was that all about? It was Daryl from The Walking Dead picking up a baby and holding it to his chest, and there was like these black handprints. If you haven't watched that, go and watch it. It's totally bizarre, but I mean, it's a Hideo Kojima game. You can't expect that not to be good. So that was one that looked really interesting. There's the 3 remasters, which I'm sure as retro gamers and gamers alike we will all be excited about, and that was the Crash Bandicoot games.
We're going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped.
So there's Crash Bandicoot, Crash Bandicoot 2, and Crash Bandicoot Warped are all being remastered for the PS4. That will be huge. I can't wait. But also, strangely, Crash Bandicoot has been added into the new Skylanders game. So a bit of a random one, but either way, a good addition. Random. It's an exclusive Spider-Man game for the PS4, which looks awesome. It looks really good. It's made by Insomniac Games. The people that made Ratchet & Clank and Sunset Overdrive. Should be really interesting. I don't really know where that's going to go, but it looks nice already from the trailer. There was loads more announcements, including State of Decay 2, Dead Rising 4, Forza Horizon 3, Steep, Prey 2, Quake Champions, Fallout 4 for VR, Doom for VR. There's so many games that have been announced. It's amazing. E3 has been fantastic this year. The only real letdown for me has been Nintendo. They've only really announced one major game that I've been interested in, and that was The Legend of Zelda. Apart from that, it's a lot of 3DS games, a lot of indie titles. Nothing too big to shout about. It's a bit annoying, but you know they're building up to the NX. And speaking of NX, I have something very exclusive coming up very soon around the NX. I really wanted to talk about the NX on the channel and talk about all these crazy rumours that are flying around. But I thought, what better way to do that than to talk to someone who is very Nintendo focused. Now, I can't tell you who that is at this stage. Bit of a mystery. But soon on our channel, we will do a roundup of the rumours about the NX, and we will be joined by a very special guest who is very Nintendo focused and is a great guy. That is about all I've got time for today. E3 is finished. Oh, sad days, but there was some amazing stuff that came out of it. We hope you enjoy these vlogs. I'm really enjoying it. I really enjoy talking to you guys and getting feedback and suggestions and comments and everything else. It really works for me. Jamie seemed to really enjoy the 1.5 iteration of the vlog as well. So add all this together, guys, you lot are fantastic. Thank you so much for continuing to watch us, and I will see you next time.